Okay, he's found guilty.
If they convict him,
Holy shit, he was found guilty. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Motherfuckers! Motherfuckers! You suck! You suck! There is no justice in this country.
God, I love the Republicans. Come on, dude. They're such fucking content. I love Donald Trump. You got a problem with that, bitch? Gays for Trump.
Not guilty! He's not guilty! You pieces of shit! Won the con! Eat shit and die! You're fucking corrupt motherfucker!
Kids are all dead. Your kids
I'm serious when I say this. I think Trump supporters in big cities that are like otherwise Democratic strongholds are literally visibly more insane than like the lifelong Republican that lives in some rural ass fucking town in Texas. Not even a question. Like, these guys are almost always so much more nutty. And I think a big part of the problem for the Republican Party is that they pay too much attention to these fucking freaks and like literally cause a lot of the quote unquote normal Republicans who don't pay attention to whatever the fuck's going on, and they just kind of like vote for still racist reasons or tax reasons or whatever the fuck. Like, those are the guys who are just like, what the fuck's going on? This is like a little bit too much.
They're all
Shit!
all your children, they're all
I
dead.
found guilty!
They're all dead.
Yeah! Motherfucker! Motherfucking piece of shit! Piece of shit! There's no justice in this country! All corruption! It's all fucking corruption! I have a message for you! You won the con! Won the con! I'm fucking
You and
fucking Joe Biden!
All I know is this.
Curse! Curse! Yeah!
Guilty on a whole nother animal and a whole new way.
It's a lynching! It's a lynching! It's political interference! It's over! There's no justice in this country!
It's over.
How do you feel?
Corruption.
Tell me your reaction.
I'm shocked. I don't want to believe it. That's unbelievable.
What do you think about the verdict?
They're doing this. The
Corruption, the judge
means that
threatened
they
him.
could do this to all of us.
1776, baby.
I'm
No, you're not. Calm down.
No, I'm not gonna calm down.
And the people who are on the
Get
ground, the
down
minority,
there.
can't do this.
The only man that ever stood up for me in my fucking life,
Through and through.
Donald fucking Trump.
Oh my God, he's crying. Oh my God, he's crying. Bro, what the f? He's crying. Bro, he's shedding real tears for Trump. That's awesome. That's fire. That's, oh God, that's so good. Oh, that feels fucking awesome to see.
Fuck Obama.
Yo, that motherfucker just won the election, I'll tell you that much. Joe Biden.
How can people become this mentally ill? That's crazy. Like, I don't know what you do with this guy. You can't save this guy. And of course, he's live streaming it too and filming it.
Not guilty.
I hope
Not
the country
guilty.
doesn't burn down.
Not guilty.
I hope that we can find a way to love each other and to make right this prostitution.
Bro, talking about loving each other in the country while he's shedding tears for Donald Trump.
Go f yourself and your mother.
Is one of us. He's one of us. And now they have only made the poll numbers go higher. I guarantee that's what you're going to see coming next. The polls are going up. Donald Trump is going to win even harder. They're going to have to bring in...
So why are you guys mad then? You should be excited, right? See, now this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You should be excited then that the polls are definitely going to go up. Why are you mad?
Michelle Obama, they're going to have to bring in Michelle Obama, Big Mike, in August to try and fix things. But that's not going to work either. The numbers are going to go so high for Trump right now that it's over for Biden. It's over for the Democrats.
You, Judge Juan. You. There is no justice in this country. We want a democracy. This is America. You railroaded this man. He committed no crimes. I'm mad as hell, as they say. I'm mad as hell. Let's take to the streets. Let's take to the fucking streets. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Let's
But
take
you
to the
have.
fucking streets. Good. Let's block traffic.
Someone say you are.
Corruption in this country. They're convicted an innocent man. He committed no crimes.
Congratulations, Trump just won the election.
What do you think, Bill?
I think it's time for dancing in the streets. Dancing in the streets. These were people who felt compelled, obligated to be as close as they could to Mar-a-Lago, even if the former president wasn't here to show their support, and also share why they think today's verdict bolstered Trump.
Bro, these people are so crazy. They went to Mar-a-Lago. Like, they have like a religious affiliation with Trump.
Trump 24, let's go, blow those horns.
We have to support our president.
They're making it. They're acting like they're doing like a pilgrimage to Mecca or some shit, bro. This is their Hajj.
Support for the man they call their president.
I feel like it's a sad day for America.
And voicing their discontent with his guilty verdict.
We thought that maybe there was some hope.
I didn't think they were going to get him on all 34 counts, which kind of tells you what's going on in New York.
This is completely political. Anybody who cannot see that, they have been brainwashed by this media.
Steps away from Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago, supporters like Leona Mangan.
I went to January the 6th. Give me liberty or give me death. Even Mother Teresa could not get out from under that.
Like titanium, they're convinced hush money payments charges against the former president were an abuse of power to begin with.
I don't think he did anything wrong.
They're also convinced Trump will eventually come out victorious.
Surely these things will all be overturned.
And as far as the race for president,
I don't think it's going to help him or hurt him. Not at all. I think the independents, even if you're on the fence, have already made up their mind, and they can.
Across the street, a much smaller number of people celebrate.
You know, if you diddle a porn star and hush money payments get tucked away and you fill out your books illegally, then you will go to jail.
And even with just a handful of counter-protesters across the street, I can tell you things remain peaceful. We're live right outside Mar-a-Lago tonight. I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.
And our team coverage continues now with Local 10's Alex Finney live outside Versailles, where another crowd of supporters rallied for Trump.
Yes, Calvin, very, very spirited crowd that was here for several hours today. As we know, a lot of people were here as that verdict came down. Of course, you have a lot of people on both sides with very strong opinions. Sounding off for former President Donald Trump.
I didn't think it was going to happen.
A verdict that many we spoke with said came down quicker than expected.
I mean, it was so fast. I'm surprised they reached a verdict.
People gathered outside of Versailles in Little Havana.
It doesn't seem to be fair that they charge him with a felony.
Justice system prevailed.
All of this coming soon after a Manhattan jury found the former president guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in his New York hush money criminal trial. A felony conviction of a former president unprecedented.
His lawyer was the one who did it.
This man giving his thoughts on the news.
I hope he can run for president. I hope he can become president because...
And still a lot to be seen now at this hour here, a little after 11 p.m. A lot of people have gone home for tonight. Those honks have officially started to die down a bit. But again,
you'll see the video right now. Now, all the while, people have been here to greet him.
After the sun went down, some staunch Trump supporters kept their flags waving, predicting another Trump presidency.
I wanted he be here because I think somebody has to stand up and say, this is invalid. You can't do this kind of law. This destroys American jurisprudence.
The message is it's going to backfire on the Democrats. It's going to backfire on Sleepy Joe. It's going to backfire on Albert Bragg, and Trump is going to win. And I will vote for him for the third time, even if he's in jail.
She's wearing an NYPD hat with the Bring Our Hostages Home pin on it. You know she's a cop.
Jail.
Earlier, Chopper 2 was over Fifth Avenue and Trump Tower when the crowd was much larger with a mix of political persuasions. Friction was minimal.
That took a lot of courage for that jury to come back with that kind of a charge against him. I just think it's amazing.
I think he's going to make America great again.
Around 6:15 p.m., Donald Trump entered with a wave to the crowd. He did not stay long and was on the move again, only to return at 9:25. He was also the talk of nearby Times Square.
It shouldn't matter who you are or what you do. If you do the crime, you deserve what's coming to you.
It's insane. That's never happened before in history. So this is something that we're living, and I don't even know how this is going to turn out. I'm shocked.
There is a Trump news conference Friday morning set for 11 a.m. right here.
This guy kind of looks like Julian Assange.
We've been talking to a lot of people here, and some people say justice has been served. Others say this is just a political ploy to keep Donald Trump from becoming president. But regardless of political affiliation, people here seem to be genuinely surprised Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts. A few people we spoke with were shocked that he is still allowed to run for president. This is a county where more than 44% voted for Trump in the last election. Trump supporters don't think this verdict will hurt his chances at all come November.
Are you surprised? I'm surprised by the 34 counts, but I'm not like, I do love that in America, even if you're in jail, you can still run for president and even win technically. I think that's dope. I'm not even joking about that. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not doing the dry sarcasm. I think it's an unironically good thing that you can run for president from prison as a convicted felon, and you should be able to vote as a convicted felon and vote from prison as well. So I think it's crazy that we can do one thing but not the other. And no, Trump is allowed to vote for himself because in the state of Florida, if you get convicted, if you're a convicted felon from another state, the state of Florida says normally if you were arrested here with a felony, you wouldn't be able to vote. But because you were arrested and convicted in the state of New York, it depends on what their laws are. And in the state of New York, felons can vote.
November, but some anti-Trumpers would like to see the former president out of the spotlight.
He's a crooked guy. He tells lies, and he doesn't really care about anybody else for himself.
I think that he should have to be removed as the candidate. I don't think he should be allowed to run. He's involved in so many cases, and it's such a distraction. And the only reason he's running is to stay out of jail.
My main problem is, what's the crime?
I'm going to vote for him even more if he runs, because I think it's terrible what they did when there's plenty of other presidents that have done terrible things.
Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman calling the verdict a big miscarriage of justice and saying there was no basis for this conviction. In Floral Park, Lori Bordenero, CBS 2 News.